And with CCHL legend Ben Reinhardt, 5 CCHL years, 5 league championships, culminating with the national championship in 2011. Of course, this league had only won it once before. Ben, that was a pretty neat ride, pretty unique situation.
Yeah, it was definitely special. I mean, you can't really have drawn it up any better, especially my last year, and it's definitely something I'll cherish, and it's something that really meant a lot to me in my hockey career.
And it allowed you to move along to Alabama, Huntsville, 4 years down there. How was that experience?
It was good. It was a good life lesson. I kind of went from the opposite end of the spectrum. I went from a program that was kind of at its height to one that was in a builder's phase, and it was something that I'm looking back on. UAH is doing well this year, and I kind of take a little pride that I was in an off kind of way part of the success that they're enjoying now.
In Pembroke, back to Pembroke, kind of paying it forward. Your position now, I see you don't necessarily list as an assistant coach, but I guess this position has kind of evolved.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of the guy that whatever duty Sean wants me to do, I do. I just want to help this organization get back to the glory days that I was able to enjoy, and I want to see the players now be able to enjoy that success that I had.
Yeah, in the glory days it was. I mean, this is the most successful league franchise, 14 league championships. You guys went 18 years between 89 to 2007 to get back on that winning streak, but 14 league championships, the Brockville Rays, 54 years, they won once. I think that's just a reminder to the Pembroke fans. I think, that they've had it pretty good, one of the greatest organizations, and now it's a tough time for you guys to kind of start from the bottom here with a young team.
Yeah, I think anytime any organization has, a great amount of success, you look at any sport, it's pretty hard to withstand that over any amount of time. There's the ebb and flows of, your winning and losing seasons, and like I said earlier, we're looking to get back to that, and I think the people and the fans of Pembroke are used to a winning culture and a tradition, and that's a high standard to be held to. But Sean and I want to be held to that standard, and we think we can get back to that.
Well, what two better guys to have there with this young unit, and I guess playoffs. You have some teams ahead of you. Your stretch drive, 13, 14 games left. It's not out of the question yet.
No, it's definitely not out of question by any means. I mean, we got a young, inexperienced team, and that our goal is to make the playoffs. And I think not making the playoffs is going to be a huge disappointment, not only for myself, but the organization as a whole. So it's really do or die here this last stretch for us, so to make that goal that we have of making the playoffs.
A tough one last night. You travel all the way to Cornwall. I guess a very close game. It came. I hear you could have won a 2-1, a tight one, and then back to Pembroke, and then back to Brockville in 24 hours.
Yeah, it was one of those nights where we were in it right to the end. Two mental lapses ended up costing us the game. I mean that's kind of the game in a nutshell. The higher up you go, the more those little errors will cost you. And I think that's part of the learning pains that this younger group is learning, is that you can't take shifts off. It's not like minor hockey where maybe you get away with mistakes. At this level, it's going to end up in the back of your net.
But in this Brockville series, you guys have won three of 4.
Yeah, we've been a funny team. We've had trouble with Canada, which we're in a dogfight with them. I think we've gone 1-5, 1-4 against them, and we've been fortunate enough to take a few off you. So we've been a funny team when it comes to one-on-one matchups with teams across the league.
What do you need to do to be successful tonight?
I think for us, it's just all about competing. I mean, we got a young, inexperienced group, and the big thing for them is just bringing in, like I said earlier, shift in and shift out, and not taking shifts off, because that's kind of been our Achilles heel. Is we get comfortable and we let our foot off the gas, and we allow teams to kind of take control of the game.
Thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it, Ben.
Thanks for having me.
Ben Reinhardt of the Pembroke Lumber Kings.